Hello, welcome back. I thought I'd make this video on my top 5, well, 6 coins that I'm looking at and I'm currently invested in. I do have other ones that I'm invested in at the moment, but I don't have as high expectations as I do with these 6, and these 6 are going to be my my long-term HODLs. Okay, so this is just for me, obviously, just for me. They've all got different reasons for it. Some of them are a lot more volatile than others. Others are a lot safer bets than others. Now, obviously, I'm excluding Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the one, so I've not put this in the video. So first of all, I'll start with one that, if you're used to my channel, you'll be used to me talking about Matic. Matic, I've been doing a lot of analysis on, and Matic is the one that I'm mainly focused on. I won't go into details with it because if you want to see details, you can subscribe and stick your notifications on you, and you'll get daily analysis on the way that Matic's going. So I'll leave that one for that one. Same with BitTorrent token. That's one of my other favourite coins that I'm heavily invested in as well. Again, I do make updates with those pretty regularly, every couple of days, to see where we're going, and this one's showing a lot more promise than Matic anyway at the moment. As far as long term, I'm not too sure how long I'll hold it for. I think with this one I probably will sell and take some profit when it gets to around 0.002 of a cent. But like I say, if you want to know more about it, this is another coin that you'll see plenty of on my channel. I've made a few videos on ADA, Cardano, but this has been one of my favourite coins for a long time, to be honest with you, and recently it found its bottom. This is the tether chart, but if you watch my channel, I did mention just over a week ago that I believe it hit its bottom level, and is very unlikely to be going any lower than that again. Easier to spot with the Satoshi level. Anything beneath 1,000, to be honest with you, would be a good buy for ADA. ADA fell from grace after the first bull run that it went through. It peaked 10 cents and has not been able to regain that high since. A lot of these other coins, these altcoins, have, but ADA has really struggled to do that. Now, ADA, unlike other coins, is still very much a work in progress as far as the company is concerned. They do hold a lot of promise. They've got the Shelley announcement yet to be set in stone, and when that comes live, then I would expect to see more of a consistent run and not having to revisit lower lows, and probably just start making higher highs at that point. Now, I thought buying down at the last big dip, I picked it up again for about 998 Satoshis, so just beneath 1,000 Satoshis, and I've held on to it since. And I've also bought some at that level with a CFD account as well, so I don't rarely ever do that anymore because I don't like the risk. But in this instance, I was pretty confident that would be its bottom, at least for a while now, and it won't be revisiting that again. And so for this video, I just drew in a quick line here, so that would be around 7.5 cent mark. I'd be surprised if it hits that anytime soon. Now, for my CFD account, I have had a stop loss put in place at 8 cents, just because I don't want to lose money, but it all depends on Bitcoin and where she's going at the moment. But I'd be surprised if we reach this anytime low, unless Bitcoin has a huge retracement. I'm talking 30 to 40%. But long term, this is a long term HODL. I do have plenty of ADA coins all stacked up, and they're not going to be sold off. I'm going to keep those because in the next few years I expect massive gains with ADA, so that's a good HODL for me. Okay, next on the list, we've got Holochain, and now I was watching this coin back here when it first started making its big highs. Let me get to that's the 4-hourly chart. So I was following it from around April. So yeah, when it made this high, I began to pay attention to it. it was in the back of my mind, and I keep a little logbook of where things move on a daily basis, and this is one of the ones that I was interested in because of that huge gain. Anyway, nothing really came of it since then, and I didn't invest in it at the time, and I watched it. Anyway, I started watching it climb up and making these nice little peaks and troughs, and I decided at, where was it, 17, it was just beneath 18, and this dip here where I did actually pick some up. So I bought a couple of grand's worth here, and I left it. And I still hold it at the moment, and it's suffered a little bit, like all the other coins. They've all suffered recently, but this one, with a chart like this, a very bullish chart, I think I'm going to keep this one for quite a while longer. Don't think this will be a long-term HODL for me, but with a chart like this, it would be rude not to hold it for a little longer. The trajectory that I've mapped out here with my pitchfork would suggest that, obviously depending on the market, that our lowest retracements will be within this blue line here. It shouldn't come down any further than that. If it does start to come further than that, then I've got this support line here at around 002, where I wouldn't expect it to break. Now if it does start to break that, I would start to get a little bit more concerned, but it shouldn't do, because it's actually holding its strength better than most coins have done with these recent pullbacks. So for a few reasons, I'm keeping it for a while. Now as far as the holochain project is concerned, yeah, it's relatively unique, and it does have good scalability on it, but at the same token, I don't know how far it can reach with the price tag. So I'm just going to keep it for the moment and see where this bull run takes us here, and if it starts to level out at all, then perhaps I'll just sell it off. I'm not entirely sure. So this might not be a long-term HODL for me, but with a bull run like this, and one that I expect to continue, I'm definitely going to keep within it. Okay, next coin, Ethereum. So to be honest with you, it wouldn't be unwise for anyone to hold Ethereum. Ethereum, second biggest coin to Bitcoin, did amazing in the last bull run, has grown as a company and a blockchain massively since then, and has an enormous team, top class people working for it. It's a leader in its field. It's a no-brainer, really. This is a coin to have. Okay, even if you just have a few of them, just a couple, or maybe even just one. Do you know what I mean? You pick them up at this price. I do expect this to maybe do, well, at least a 10x from here, probably a 20x from here in the next 2 to 3 years. So even if you just held one, you know, that's just a brilliant return on your money. That's my expectations of it. It showed itself to be strong. It trends along with Bitcoin. It also has a life of its own, and it's only going to get stronger as the years unfold. And lastly, love it or hate it, it's the Binance. Good old Binance coin. So I mean, a lot of people don't like the Binance coin. I don't know why they don't like it. I mean, it's a great coin to have. I mean, think of what it's achieved in the last, well, I mean, just this year. I mean, if you hold it, this wasn't me by any way. I only started getting back into this around April. I've been out of the cryptocurrency space for a year since the bear market officially kicked in for me. So I thought I'll leave it. I did a little short trading here and there, but really kind of just left it and cashed in my money and just forgot all about it. And I only just got back in, like I say, around April. So I put quite a lot of money back into it because, like I say, if you watch my channel, you'll have heard my story. You've seen where I've come from. You'll appreciate where I expect it to go again. So anyway, yeah, the Binance coin. This has got enormous prospects. I think from what I hear, a lot of people think that Binance is probably going to do a 10x from here in the next 2 to 3 years. I think that's. I think it's going to do a lot more than that. Some people are saying perhaps maybe $500 per Binance coin. The way that Binance is set up, the coin that is, the way that it's all set up, it's got built-in inflation built into it more than any other coin. I mean, look at things like Ripple, for instance, and yeah, you know, if Ripple gets mass adoption, just let's say every bank in the world takes Ripple. Every time there's a Ripple transaction, it burns a percent, you know, a fraction of a Ripple coin. So, in that sense, there is built-in inflation to something like Ripple. And if there's, let's say, millions of transactions a day, then there would be millions of Ripples being burned a day. That's if that was to ever take place. So yeah, something like that has got built-in inflation as well. But Binance Coin, literally, they take their coins and they actually burn them. You know, they incentivize people to hold their coins for the long term, which keeps less of them in circulation. So that's built-in inflation. There's a number of reasons why you'd want to have a Binance Coin. Because of the built-in inflation, it's an easy one to get your head around, and for me, it's personally probably going to be the most underestimated coin on Binance itself, and just in the crypto space in general. So I'm holding quite a few of these, and I'm not going in for all this, holding them so I can purchase ICOs and things like that. I'm literally just holding them. Do you know what I mean? That is a coin for me to hold. I mean, look at this chart. What a chart! What a chart! Look at that recovery. I mean, that's unbelievable. I mean, it's already peaked from where it was at the end of the last bull run, and we've barely even started. I mean, you think there's a lot of people involved in cryptocurrency now. You just give it another year or two when the momentum really picks up and the word really gets out. I mean, the amount of people who will be burning these Binance coins, making little trades here, there and everywhere, and every time there's one getting burned, there's less of them around, there's more value in the ones that you've got. It's a no-brainer. So these are the coins that I've got, these are the coins that I'm holding. Most of them are HODLs, and I just thought I'd share that with you. Anyway, if you want to drop me a comment and tell me what your expectations are of these, or if you've got any other specific coins that you think should have been on my list or on your list, just let me know. But thanks for watching, and take it easy, and I'll see you on the next one.